My name is Michaela Simmons, and I will be doing my final on inductive and deductive reasoning. So, just a basis of it, deductive reasoning is when the information provided supports the conclusion. It proves the conclusion or demonstrates it in some shape, way, or form. And inductive is basically when the person is left with the assumption that the conclusion is right because of the evidence given. Now, a lot of times people may say, oh, she's probably this because of this. That's inductive reasoning. It's not the actual cause, nor is it demonstrating why she is that way or he or she is that way. A lot of times in politics, this is used. It gets the people not only engaged, but it leaves them with their own ideas, seemingly their own ideas and their own thoughts. It also engages the audience to make assumptions for themselves and to build off that topic, rather than giving the audience facts and letting them build off that. At least that's how politically wise it should be run. But it's not always that way. So even myself, I'll think, hey, she looks tired. She's probably a runner. She runs, so she has to be tired. It's not always the case, but it's our forethought. It's whatever quickly comes to mind. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not correct, but it's something that we do on our day-to-day basis. And the more we learn to use deductive reasoning is when we will be able to continue a more honest and less biased society, politically wise, and just in general, using logic over personal value. And not only that, when you don't have a set conclusion to something, it will continue to fester. So there's no accurate ending to inductive reasoning. Open-ended stories usually have retails on retails on retails. So inductive reasoning can eventually turn into a lie that sounds like the truth, and then that gets into a whole different fallacy. But it'll just keep going rather than stopping it head on. Inductive reasoning. So I personally prefer inductive reasoning, I prefer deductive reasoning, but I do inductive reasoning a lot more than I should, just because it's easier and it's the first thing that comes to mind. Didn't know those two were different, didn't even know I was doing it, but that's what I learned.